The sands of the Sahara stirred under the hot noonday sun. To an observer, this would not have seemed unusual, given that sometimes the sands so moved when the winds blew. But today the winds were dead, rendering earth unnaturally still. What propelled each grain of sand was not external but internal, a tiny solar engine whose battery had finally been fully charged. Each grain of Saharan sand, a barely perceptible spacecraft, piloted by a member of a race called the Dry People, whose ancestors had arrived on Earth, as on many other planets, a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. Their spacecraft had lain dormant and charging for millions of years. They had, desiccated, existed for ages. Some say they traveled around the universe on rays of light. Others, by some unknown quirk of quantum mechanics. Today, as the engines of their spacecraft switched fatefully on, they were each roused from their dehydrated slumber by the release of a single drop of moisture. Into them, water entered. Their spacecraft rose and flowed. Murmurated. Like starlings at dusk. Imagine it. The entirety of the Sahara Desert, every last seemingly insignificant particle of sand ascending, until the land below lies as uncovered as a table from whose surface the tablecloth has been pulled. Like magic. Except here there is no magician, no devilish sleight of hand, only the self-propelling sands organizing themselves into 4 flocks, one for each cardinal direction. The north flock blankets the Maghreb, before crossing the Mediterranean and enveloping Europe. The south flock spreads to the Cape of Good Hope. The east flock smothers India, incorporates the Gobi and befalls the rest of Asia. The west flock, what a magnificently apocalyptic sight it is, soaring over the Atlantic toward the Americas, both of which it shall, too, in arid constellations, manifestly destinate. Doom from above. Water-based humanity caught by surprise. The last days of our special lives? We are a victim, plastic bag thrust over our heads, breathing what scraps of air remain. Existence struggling without hope. The plastic bag going in, out, out. The lips turning grayish blue. The Dry People pilot their innumerable spacecraft over our continents, countries, cities, shrouding them, penetrating us into our ears and down our throats, assaulting our eyes and invading our insides. Some of us they kill. Others they hijack, turning human against human, or forcing us to work toward their ends, cataloging and collecting dunes and beaches, laboring in the crush quarries. I never lost control. Our decimated species prepares more spacecraft for them. More Dry People arrive, riding starlight or washed upon our earthen shores by probability waves. The sands proliferate and conquer. Earth becomes a planet only of desert and ocean, an environmental yin-yang. It is in one of the crush quarries, sweat-soaked and burning, exposed under the unforgiving sun, that you see him. He is drinking tea in a shadow cast by an umbrella. You're face to face. You lift your pickaxe, and let it fall. With the man who sold the world,